Yes! Okay, cool! Woo! What up, everyone? Welcome back to more Freya concept art. Yes! Alright, I hope everyone has had a lovely day and that you all enjoyed doing the things that you are doing. Hopefully, it's lovely things that you are doing. And yeah, okay, so we're basically just gonna carry on with essentially the hero pose concept art that I am doing for a game and classwork and for the stream. So yes, it's a whole lot of doing stuff. But yeah, as you can see, I'm a bit further than where I left off last time. That's because I actually did need to work on it. So yeah, the character is basic, like her shading is essentially complete. All that's left is the highlights for this, or highlights for her, separating her from the background. And then yeah, I'm still deciding whether or not I want to change her outlines or not. But we'll decide. Then I did carry on with the background for a bit. Because that's also the thing. I started doing this in a very paintery style. And then I realized she's not in a very paintery style whatsoever. So I am conflicted. Should I just carry on with what I'm doing or actually just, you know, do the outlines? And I think I'm just gonna do the outlines and see what happens. Also, these plants today really started annoying me because they don't make sense. But yes, alright, cool. So I'm just gonna jump in and carry on with the background. So you can maybe pause for a bit. Where's this? Oh, why'd I color in on that? You know what, let's delete you and make a new one! Just call it white. Sweet. Alright. Okay, let's start with the cliff then. Right there. Yeah, so our cliff has some grassy, mossy-esque things here at the top. And then as you go over the cliff face, the grass also disappears. So, yeah, we're drawing grass, people. Why does it suddenly get fat? Oh, cricket's keeping me company. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. I forgot what I tried to do over there. Probably a plant. of some sort. So let's kind of just go with it. Ooh, my bad. Alright, seems like Rango's tiny light went out. Bye, Rango. Okay, I have a random plant now. I'll decide if I like it later. Alright, seems like the owners of the estate are back. Why does it just suddenly get so fat? Dripping grass. It's dripping, hanging grass. That would be the better word. See, now this does take a bit longer than like the original paintery style thing I tried. It takes quite a bit longer, actually. But I also don't really want contradicting styles within this artwork, essentially, because I mean, this particular piece counts like 60% of my practical mark, which is kind of a lot. So I do want to make sure that it's pretty good, you know, like of that decent quality. So yeah, let's hope this works. Also, I'm messing up this grass a bit, but that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, like this may take a bit longer, but if it'll match, because I'm not gonna like repaint the character. Like, good grief, no. A shame. Misaki the dog is now waiting in front of the garage door, just wagging her tail expectantly. Ugh. Such low res, such pixelation. are back! And the dog, she is happy. She runs with delight. Tail wag definitely increased in speed by 5. At least. Hey, Misaki. See, why? Why does it suddenly just go like super fat brush? Whatever. I think actually, like, if like, why if I want to do, man, press the wrong button. If I want to like make a proper accurate background sketch, I should probably get some more references for plants and whatnots, so I can at least, you know, not just draw a bunch of random stuff that does not actually make sense. Hei, Leander!
Svaren!
Gjør det this. Alright, that seems fine. That seems pretty good. Seems like a nice lush top layer of grassness. With some plants. Or a plant. I think I should probably rename this layer though to grass and not cliff. Just because it'll make things a bit easier coloring wise. Ooh. Alright. Carry on over here. Lords of the Manor are definitely back. Hi, Jock.
Wat is je?
Ja,
Wat was dat?
we gaan dit.
Hallo.
How goes?
Ik heb de oude baie kwaad gemaakt op die pad en ons pas er is van.
Wie het jou kwaad gemaakt?
Er was 'n ou, jong ou wat 'n GTI gery het
Ja.
en hy het letterlik in die middel van die interseksie gestop en ons moes soos vir hom uitswaai.
Why though?
Ek weet nie, want sy pa het sy kar vir hom gekoop. So
Nee, dit was net as prys.
hy was soos die coolste ding op die aarde.
Ek is jammer dat julle mis uitswaai vir douchebag.
It's okay, ek het hom sufficiently
Hy het
kwaad
hom so kwaad gemaak. As hy gets 'n rykom klim dis hy weer.
Leander,
Hi.
kan ek vir jou groot guns vra asseblief?
Vanaf.
Kan
Ek
ek
nie geld.
Nee, kan ek koffie kry?
Koffie, o.
Ja.
Dit is ook koffie.
Koffie.
Ja, koffie.
O, ek kan vir koffie maak.
Van jou prys.
Ek kan vir koffie maak.
Nee, ons nie melkie.
Asseblief.
Ons nie melk nie.
Dis nie melk,
Damn.
is pres as jy pres nog vat. Wel, unless jy soos 'n
Jy moet net verstaan, die koffie wat ek hier gemaak is baie spesiaal.
Is dit?
Want dis
hy maak nie so my dit nie. Ek waardeer dit
dis
nie.
nog toe. So
Oh,
ek gaan
wow.
ook maak vir jou.
Oh wow. Ek voel
Jy
raar
gaan die
hier.
koffie se virginity vat.
Ugh, met liefde. I'll be gentle. Ugh, they make me happy. Alright, I think we got a grouse lair pretty much sorted. Yeah, I think I'll leave that one for now. Grass, then cliff. Yeah, sorry, this stream is essentially just gonna... Ooh, hello, Dot. Is essentially just gonna be a whole bunch of outlines. Trying to do that. Actually, you know what? I think for interest's sake, I'll probably just switch between like drawing the outlines and then coloring, just to see how it'll work, how it'll interact. Actually, this is all gonna be behind. Because now the question is, without references, what do rocks look like? What do cliffs do? How do they react? How do they look? Teach me your secrets. I'm just gonna do that. That should be okay. Actually considered like actually having people just come stream with me, like physically just sit here and then do things with me, or like have conversations, ask questions, do things, make comments of varying degrees and whatnot, and just see what that does, see where that goes. So definitely want to like have Brian come here with me once. Because he's full of entertaining comments, shall we say. Yeah, and another project that I want to try with him is, because I love Brian. Brian is fantastic. Brian is ridiculously creative. And he's also a very fast talker, like... His mouth does not, or his brain does not compute what his mouth says before it says it. And one of my challenges is going to be like drawing what he describes, or like we'll come up with a character or world or a thingy or whatever, and then, you know, to try to keep up with the vast amount of nonsense that that lovely person can spew. And just see where that goes. It'll teach me to draw quicker, and then I'll actually like, jot down the things that he says, like have those ideas on paper. And I think that that should be fun and quite entertaining to watch as well. So, you know, why not record it? Let's see where that leads. I don't even know what that was. I'm trying to cliff, people. I'm trying. Well, I keep saying cliff, but it's really not a cliff so much as just a downhill jumpy thing, I think. I don't really know what to call this. Oh, yay! Hi, Brian! Also, I did not mean to make you sound dodge. You are a lovely fellow. For the most part. So I love your face. Also, you didn't miss too much. I am essentially just making the background outlines now for the character, because I have her essentially done, and she is far, like, the styles of the background and the character didn't match. The background was too paintery, she was far too specific, and I'm just like, you know what, nope, stuff it. Let's combine. Let's swap, actually, because combining it was the problem. So yeah, there you caught up. I drew some grass. Now I'm working on the cliffy bit. So yeah, that's essentially it. Ooh, also, what you'd missed is Jock is gonna make me coffee, and he's like specifically going to open this special coffee for me, so I feel honored. No, Brian, you're not special enough for that kind of coffee. I'm only joking. I'm half joking. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Doing cliffy things. Yeah, it's a lot harder to make this cliff look like a cliff, or this mud bank look like a what I wanted to. erase that part. Misa. Alright, this is starting to look pretty cliffy. So I'm actually pretty happy with this so far. I like Touchwood. Oh, why are you suddenly fat? I don't know what I just did there. Yeah, alright. I'm doing some cliff things. I think that is doing pretty cliff-like things at the moment. Yeah, I think cross. In order to edit that a bit now. No, smaller. Not F. I'm sorry. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. Sudden fat brush.
Waar is je koffie?
Ik weet niet.
Jack, waar is mijn koffie?
Slow process.
Het is jammer. En ook een koffie maken.
Dankie, Jock. The coffee was not a lie. The coffee is coming. Thank you. I am happy about my cliff. It's looking very cliff-like. Which is, you know, kind of what one would want from a cliff. Unless you construct the cliff in order to not like a cliff, so that you can ensnare those to fall down your cliff. But I don't know how you would make a cliff not look like a cliff. These are the questions that we should be asking. Fuzzy, fuzzy, fuzzy. Fuzzy, fuzzy. Fuzzy grass. Yay! Should probably like add maybe a bit of plants and stuff over there too. Yeah. Not too much. Like sudden random fat stroke. I get it. Why? Not like I press any harder. Alright. Suddenly looks like the cliff is a lot further back. Huh. I don't know. I'll just have to make it like come out yonder too. Right. Cliff, we'll do less intense, far away cliffy things. And then I'll just add like a whole bunch more foliage in there. That should work. Should make the cliff look less far away. I don't want it to be far away, I just want it like it's not that big a cliff. And I mean, she's jumping from it, so she can't really be that far from it. That's looking less far away, Cliffy. Right, then foliage will be added. But first, let us color the grass. Okay, so recently while doing a storyboard for motion design, I did realize the importance of working with a palette. And why is this little bit so terrible? So yeah, working with a color palette just makes life easier. And then you don't have to like and ah about the colors, and you can literally just color pick. And then you already know they work well together. So yeah, that's the random colors I have on this thing. It's Le Color Palette. Help me make things look pretty. Oh wait, that was the other one I wanted to do. I'll fix this one. Ugh. Why does my line work so shabby? So messy. It should be okay for now. She says and carries on fixing it. Right. Also, that is not supposed to be sun. That is just supposed to be a light source indication so I can remember where to make the shadows fall. Because I forget. I'll go with this one. Alright, let's make some grass. No. Seriously? A lot of fuzz. Why'd I do this to myself? Oh, hell. This is actually so tedious. Yeah, sweet niblets. Details, details. Man. Grass. is why I gotta be so difficult. Hello, Misa. Who's a good doggy? Let's see.
Ik heb al lang terug koffie gemaakt, so hoop ek's al fyn.
Bye, dankie, Jack. Oh, that smells divine. See? The coffee was not a lie. Also, this is coffee without milk, which is not how I normally drink it, but that's good coffee. That's really good coffee. It's still quite warm though. Ugh, it smells like such good coffee. That is good. Right, but I actually think that this is probably gonna work out a lot better than the paintery style, because one, I'm not that good with the paintery style because I've never really done it before. It's only recently when I tried to like get a whole bunch of backgrounds done really quickly with not a lot of detail that I actually tried doing it. And it's really fun. Like, it has a lot of perks. And I mean, it's a good way to teach yourself to not care about how your artwork necessarily looks in the moment. Because it is a process. It's like it's gonna start out looking really crappy. But it's all supposed to lead up to a like complete, nicer final product. And the paintery style is just a nice way to remind yourself, like just chill, don't worry about the details now, just get an impression down on paper and you can refine it from there. So it does have its perks, it's quite fun, but I mean, I'm far more versed in like drawing the outlines and then like, damn, why do I keep pressing F? Drawing the outlines and then colouring from there. And obviously, since my character is done in the same way, it just makes more sense to do it that way. But yeah, I have a feeling that this will look pretty good. Also, this thing has 3 handles. This is great. I know, right? It's amazing. Also, you'll appreciate this. Oh, it's on the back too! It's got 3 sides, just like 3 things. But basically, it says too hot to, I don't even know if you can see it, but it says too hot to handle. So they gave you 3 handles. Boom. such a bad joke. It's so bad, but it's so great. I apologize for that. I know it's bad. Don't judge me, you've made worse. Ah, no! Damn you. My hand slipped. Ugh, so close, my hand can't bend anymore. You have no idea what kind of acrobatics my hands are performing right now. Because with the lasso tool, you can't lift your hand, or you can't take pressure off of the pen while you trace it like this, otherwise it like registers as like, oh okay, that's all you wanted to select it, I'm a deselect now, and do that. So you gotta keep a steady hand, steady pressure. Like, that was some biological acrobatics right there. It's not biological, that's not, is that, would that be the correct term? I don't know. Oh hey, I've almost been doing this for an hour. Huh. Hand magic, there you go. Thank you, Brian, that is the term I was looking for. Almost been here an hour already. Time flies when you're focused. Ugh, I hate it though if you've spent hours working on a project and then as soon as you like realize, oh, it's been that long, you take a step back and you look at what you've made and you're like, that's it? That's all I was capable of doing? And then you realize, like, yeah, this stuff does take time. You can't just, you know, oh, panic, I'll just quickly do this. Like, quickly is a very relative term, depending on the level of quality you want, necessarily. And I don't know, like, you get quicker and better at it the more you practice it, but I mean, like, you need to understand that getting good at art, getting good at anything, just getting good scrub in general, takes essentially just a whole lot of apply butt to chair and just do it. But it's fine, it's worth it in the end. Yeah, it does take time. And in the one class I had today, you know, it's essentially creative development. Like, I feel like it's an incredibly stupid class, but now and then there are actually some cool stuff happening. Cool facts, should I rather say. And speaking about creativity in general, like the stuff that it does, what it isn't, what it is, blah blah blah. And today we spoke about some of the myths regarding creativity. But one of the things is like that creativity is something you're either born with or not, which is a lie. Creativity, much like anything else, is a skill that you develop, and you can really, like, you can focus on trying to improve it, much like any other skill. Yes, some people are more naturally inclined to be good at it. Like, I can learn to go, like, run the hurdles. I'm not going to be the best at it, but I can improve a butt ton. And it's the same with creativity. Like, you literally just need to sit and work on it and try your best. And eventually you'll improve. You're not going to improve in a day. Like, listen people, we all want to go to the gym and just exercise once and then be like, oh my soul, look at this sexy bod. But that's not the way the world works. And the same goes for creativity. Like, you need to train to get better at it. And then my lecturer also made the whole thing of like the amounts of times where someone has seen you draw something and they're just like, oh my soul, I can't even draw a stick man to save my life. You are so creative. It's like, people, please don't. How do I phrase it? It's when people try to compliment you by insulting themselves. In a way, it's not that intense, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, don't just say, oh no, you can't do it because blah blah blah. That almost takes away from the sheer amount of work that we've as artists have put in to be able to produce what we can at this current state. And it's like, oh, I wish I could draw like you do. It's like, yeah, you know, just sit and draw and practice and get good at it. And it's always weird when people like want to compliment you by insulting themselves or just being like, oh my soul, you're so good, you make me feel so bad. It's like, I don't know how to respond to that. And most artists or most people, whatever talent it may be, will tell you like, you don't know how to respond to people when they say things like that. Because I mean, like, what's the appropriate response? Thank you or I'm sorry? Like, I don't know what you want, Sarah. Like, what do I do? Yeah. Ooh, that was a mini rant, mini life lesson. That's what I'm going with for everyone. It's a really good coffee, but I want milk. Okay. The great thing about Photoshop is if I have this base layer down, because I'm not just gonna leave my grass all like flat colored like this. I want some texture. I want some interesting things to look at in my grass. The great thing is, once this base layer is down, I can essentially just create a clipping mask and then go crazy. Then I don't have to worry about going over the lines or like messing it up, because I can just like redo it, I can fix it, I can edit it. It's great. The perks of digital painting. Oh wait, I need to get a plant. There's my palette. Let's make you a this colored plant. Oh wait, never mind. Oh, but I had that one. Have I been using the incorrect one? Why won't it color over that? Oh, behind, that's why. Wow. Man. That was weird. Damn you, updated Photoshop. This is looking pretty good. Actually, the reason I just yassed is because I just realized again, I'm gonna go cut my hair tomorrow and recolor it, and I am super excited. That is a very, very. Why does it me... Okay, now hopefully that's fixed. Cool. It is a very girl thing to be excited about, but I am. I want to go cut my hair. I'm gonna make it short. I'm gonna make it red again. Get my flare back. Cover these roots. And it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And I'm excited. Ooh, yay. Save. Oh, wait, I did a weird thing. Alright, fix my weird thing. Alright, I have grass at the bottom. Actually, let's just quickly do cliff color things. Alright. That failed slightly. Woo! It's brown! Yay! No. Wait. Deselect. There we go. So now I can see where the grass actually goes over its layer. Alright. I think this is probably just gonna be one of those videos where at the end of it I'm just gonna be like, wow, is that all I did? But you know what? That is okay. Because it's a lot further than when I started. And that's all you can hope for. Straight at cliff. And it's a little skew. Eh. Alright. Man. Actually, I think that'll just have to be a lot darker. I just want to see where, there we go, where the grass kind of goes over the layer. Probably should have changed the background in the beginning, but mistakes can be made. Another grass layer. All of the grass ever. Yeah, as you can see, I'm getting slightly impatient. Alright. Save, and it's pretty much 10 past, so I think I'm just gonna end the stream here. And yeah, so thank you everyone who joined in and watched. Yeah, this is the progress so far. Yeah, so essentially, let me just show y'all what we changed. We went from, you know, having some... Oh, there's still a bottom. Having that, going from very paintery style to actually more of a solid color thing. Yeah, just so that it can match the character. But yeah, I think that's basically where I'm gonna end it off. So thank you everyone for joining, and I hope you all have a wonderful, lovely evening further. So I will see everyone next week when I stream again. Bye!